Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Today we are from Group 6. We have a discussion, an open discussion about several subtopics. First of all, I will introduce you our presenters. Me, myself, Nur Kemilia Shasha binti Sharif. The next is Zahratul Aula binti Mat Abbas. And the third is Wan Nur Afifah binti Wan Ubaidillah. Okay. What we will discuss. The first is the concept and importance of the sociology of education. The second is the relationship between society and school. The third is comparison between 4 Muslim scholars' perspective on education and schooling. The fourth is comparison between 3 Western theorists' views on education and schooling. And the last one is the comparison between Islamic and Western perspective on education. Okay, I will start with the concept of sociology of education. What is the definition of sociology of education? It is a branch of discipline of sociology which studies the problem of relationship between society and education. And the main aim of educational sociology was to study social interaction. And the 4 societal influences on education are social forces, economic forces, political forces, and technological development. Okay, Sister Afifah, what is your view about the importance of sociology of education?
Right, thank you, Sister Julia. Actually, the importance of sociology of education, in my point of view, is divided into 3, which is the first one as a discipline designed to prepare educators for their future tasks. Second one is it helps to build strong relationships between the teacher or professor and the class. And last one is the results of sociological researchers educators will use to planning educational activities and in developing effective methods of realizing these plans.
Alright, thank you, Sister Afifah. Okay, Sister Aula. So, what is your view about the relationship between society and school?
Right. So let's take a look what is the meaning of social and also school. So school is a community, a nation, or a large group of people who share common traditions, institutions, activities, and also interests. While school is social organization established to transfer the values of community, society, or a nation through the planned educational experiences to the younger generation. Right. So what is the relationship between society and school? So in my point of view, the school will teach and pay attention towards the concept of togetherness among society, unity, and the value of helping each other and so on. Schools will also shape students' perception of societal values, cultural differences, and so on. So school also plays an important role for cultural development. It will equip a person for living in a society where different cultures are practiced. So it means that school need to transfer the important values, not only teaching about the basic knowledge or skills, but school also play a vital role in providing knowledge about the society, culture, heritage, and more. So the third one is the school will be the mirror of society. And the society also will be the mirror of school, or also known as the term of reflection that will reflect the society and vice versa. Okay, it means that if the school succeeds in instilling all the good values in students, so then a good society will be produced, and at the same time, good society also produced because of the success of the school system. So that is the meaning of school is a mirror of society and vice versa. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Sister Aula. Okay, next, I want to ask Sister Afifah, what is your view about comparison between 4 Muslim scholars perspective on education and schooling.
Right, thank you again, sister. In comparison between four Muslim scholars perspective on education and schooling, I'm divided between four categories. Just the first one is views. According to Ibn Sina, he stated that education contributes to the physical, mental, and moral development of the individual. Noor al-Ghazali said that education cultivates man's ability to follow religious teachings in order to achieve salvation and happiness in this life and the next, which is hereafter. Right then, Ibn Khaldun said that education comprises of human, moral, intellectual, and educational instruction and teaching to bring out man's potential for greater character and personality. And last one, Al-Farabi said that education concerned with the human spirit. It educates people from an early age on how to be good members of society and achieve personal perfection. Alright, the second point is focus. According to Ibn Sina, education focuses not just on moral development, but also on intellectual development, the importance of knowledge and individuality related to body, mind, and character. Individuals are better prepared to live in society. Al-Ghazali, he more focuses education on interactions with society and the environment. Khaldun more focuses on acquiring social and academic efficiency, while Al-Farabi more focuses on acquisition of knowledge, ideas, and practical skills. Alright, the next point is method. According to Ibn Sina, first people for their jobs is the best method, which is teacher must teach students how to prepare people for their job. Noor al-Ghazali, he said that the best method is putting what they have learned in class into practice. His view actually same with Al-Farabi, which is learning and practical action combined together. Meanwhile, Ibn Khaldun said start from simple to hard. And the last point is importance. According to Ibn Sina, importance of education, which is individual can be prepared to live in society. For Al-Ghazali, he said that the importance of education is to develop men who can succeed both in the world and hereafter. Ibn Khaldun said that education is to develop reasoning and mental abilities. Meanwhile, importance of education for Al-Farabi said that education can create a capable political leader.
Okay, thank you, Sister Fifa. Okay, Sister Aula, what is your view about comparison between three Western theories, views on education and schooling?
Right. So there are three Western theories based on education and schooling. So the first one is conflict theory. Okay, so this theory is based on the assumption that society is a complex system characterized by inequality and conflicts that generate social change. Conflict theories also believe that education plays a negative role in society, as education only helps the middle and upper classes. For example, children from rich families have access to many privileges, as they will get an opportunity to study in a better school, have more advanced technology, get a better job, and so on, while the children from lower classes will get the opposite, like not having many privileges while studying and will get a lower hierarchy job. So according to this theory, the function of education are stratification tool for capitalist society and function as social control. And the second one is functionalist theory. This theory is based on assumption that a society is a complex system which works together to promote stability. It will focus on how each part of a society can contribute to the whole in order to maintain stability. So I think functionalist view education is a positive aspect in society, and it is better compared to the first theory that we have discussed just now. So, functionalist perspective, every school serves very similar function, and there are about 5 main social function of education have been identified, like socialization, social control, selection and allocation, assimilation and newcomers, and also social innovation and changes. So the last types of Western theories is postmodernist view. So postmodernist view is an approach that looks to understand society by focusing on rapid change and uncertainty in our society. And they claim society is now postmodern and different from what post-functionalists and Marxists suggest. So the characteristic of this view of education is high-level thinking, research involvement, cooperation learning, differentiation of instruction, service experiences, and also character education.
Okay, thank you, Sister Aula. Okay, I will wrap up our discussion with comparison between Islamic and Western perspective on education. For Islamic perspective, it focuses on materialism and spiritualism. And for Western perspective, it only focuses on materialism. And the main resources are Quran and Hadith on Islamic perspective. And the main resources for Western perspective is depends on human reasoning. And for Islamic perspective, it complete integration of all aspects. And for Western perspective, it action of the spiritual domain. Okay, for Islamic perspective, education as a means of molding the good character of individuals so that they can collectively represent Islamic value and behave as vicegerent of Allah on earth. And for Western perspective, it sees education as the instrument of life and belief education as a means of individual and national development. Okay, I think that's all from us for today. Thank you.